My idea is called BattleCraft. My main target audience is going to be teens, kids, and young adults. The main objective of BattleCraft is to have PvP combat, which is player versus player combat, and to explore, do quests, and kind of just have like a fun experience. The purpose of my idea was, as many people these days feel more connected to the digital world, I wanted to create something that would make those people feel more comfortable in that environment and allow them to connect with others on, because I think in a digital world, that's how people connect best. So for my idea at the beginning, my idea was to create it inside of Unity, a software like a game engine. As I noticed, it would take a lot longer to learn Unity and the basics of Unity, and I decided to create my game inside of an already made game. While I thought it would kind of sound stupid or silly at first, I made my game inside of Minecraft. Minecraft, although is a simple and kids game, it actually runs on a code called Java code, which I actually it's a lot easier to learn. My process started off when I had to think of how am I going to create the environment that they are actually playing in, or the map. When I created the map, I looked up basic models of different aspects that I wanted to have and have around inside of my map. Some of those aspects I took ideas from were the trees, houses, which you can see in the background. The actual terrain, um, I was thinking about making how can I have the terrain be look nice while also having a border, which would prevent players from leaving the environment that I'm wanting to have them in. So I thought of creating these big mountains, which would ultimately prevent them from being able to get out. While my map was a big aspect of what I've accomplished, an even bigger one would have to be my coding, as it was a long and big part of my process. The code is the main function of the game and how I modified it. Minecraft is a simplistic game, and although it can be difficult, when you can figure it out, being able to mess it, being able, when you can figure it out, being able to create and manipulate the game to your liking is a very good aspect. While doing my code, one struggle I noticed with was when you're doing the code, actually you don't get any feedback. So if I mess up typing, it doesn't tell me that. So when I get these errors, or when I get these problems that I'm having when I test the code, it causes a big problem because I have to go back, I have to look through all of that, which really, I would say, wasted some of my time. Although typing errors were a large problem, some other problems I had was creating new textures and how everything really looked inside the actual game, which, although wasn't that difficult to create, when I tried to apply them to my actual game, I noticed that they weren't showing up, or they were just deleting from the file, and because of that, I had to go back and do the textures again, which luckily they actually ended up saving. The problem was I put it in a different file format. I accomplished my map, or the environment that I want players being around. I also created basic functions and key components of the game, such as an arena to fight, a reward system, a display system to display all your stats, or whatever you're trying to display, a shop system for players to be rewarded from doing quest, PvP, whatever, and they would get rewarded a certain currency to be able to get better things to fight. And I also created a competitive events. Some competitive events I created was King of the Hill, which is basically where one player is standing at top of a hill and other players have to try to fight to be on the top and be number one. What did I not accomplish? Well, this also can be another big struggle. When doing my prototype, uh, I was brought the idea of making creating a server for other people to come and play, which to do that, you have to actually host it. Well, I wasn't able to be able to host one over break, which was my hope for. I am going to still be in the process after uh, Capstone and trying to get that up, seeing what people think of it, and then saying, is this where I want to go, and continuing it.